which is fast growing in this particular space, and Vishy will be joining us for that, and that's largely on essentially the Tata Sons. Now the government is actually stepping in to help diffuse tensions within the Tata Group, even as the divisions deepen between key members of the Tata Trust board. Now, sources tell us that top Tata representatives led by Noel Tata are expected to meet with the senior government ministers to avoid a possible public listing of Tata Sons. My colleague Vishwanath joining in with all those details.
Right, so there is a big boardroom battle that is playing out at Tata Group. Of course, it's one of the most storied corporate houses of India, and what we understand from sources is that this boardroom strife has caught the attention of ministers in Delhi, and representatives from the Tata Group led by Noel Tata will be meeting two senior ministers in Delhi, and they will be discussing the way forward for this boardroom strife to come down. Now, let's give you a little bit of context about what exactly is happening at Tata Group. So Tata Trusts, which is a group of two charitable trusts which also control considerable stake in Tata Sons, the investment arm of the Tata Group. There you've got a two-camp system that is developed. One is a Noel Tata camp and the other is a Melly Mistry camp, and both these camps are currently at loggerheads. Essentially, the Melly Mistry camp believes that the Tata camp has been making decisions without keeping them in the loop, and these decisions mean strategic movements happening at Tata Sons, which is not something that they're okay with, and they've been opposing it quite strongly. On the other hand, the Tata camp believes that they have followed all necessary rules that are in place, and they're acting only in the best interest of all the shareholders involved, most of which is Tata Trust with a 66% stake in Tata Sons. Now, because of this fight, what we've seen is that Vijay Singh, who's a long-term Tata Group confidant and also a former defense secretary, he had to leave the Tata Sons board. That was because of a meeting that happened last month where things got very heated between the two camps, and of course that led to Vijay Singh's exit, and this has led to a lot of chatter outside in the market about this boardroom strife. We are calling it, of course, the Tata versus Mistry 2.0 here, because a few years ago, if you remember, there was a fight between Cyrus Mistry and Ratan Tata, which had led to similar sort of concerns about the Tata Group facing some amount of boardroom strife, some amount of disagreements, which were causing difficulty within Tata Group companies. Now, one of the few things that will be discussed at this meeting with the ministers is also about Tata Sons listing. Remember that Tata Sons does not want to list. However, the Reserve Bank of India back in September 2022 had placed Tata Sons on the list of upper layer NBFCs. These upper layer NBFCs were mandatorily required to list within 3 years of having been listed. So September 2025 would have been the deadline by which they would have had to list, which they have not done yet. So the deadline has passed. Tata Sons on its part says that they have already repaid all the debt, and they've applied to the Reserve Bank of India for cancellation of the certificate of registration to be classified as a core investment company. This core investment company tag is the reason why it is an upper layer NBFC. The RBI has confirmed that it has received this application for a cancellation of registration. However, a decision has not been taken yet. The RBI also wants an amicable solution to this whole problem. We need to see whether the RBI accepts Tata Sons' application to be removed from the CIC or the core investment company list.
Well, that was the key story that my colleague Vishwanath was bringing in as well.